Hey, man, listen. Like I told the D-line, it's an opportunity to be out here, man. Don't take a snap for granted. Let's go. Gang on me, gang on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Last year, the Las Vegas Raiders were number 26 in scoring defense at 24.6 points per game. They were number 12 in scoring offense at 23.2 points per game, so they were carried by the offense. They weren't carried very far, but they were carried by the offense. This year so far, the Raiders have been carried by the defense. They're number 13 in scoring defense at 20.5 points per game, and number 27 in scoring offense at 17.2 points per game. The defense is mightily improved, so all the Raiders had to do was stay the same on offense and they would be way up in the standings right now, but they got worse. Why? Well, aside from making Jimmy Garoppolo the starting quarterback, former Raider head coach Josh McDaniels got away from a great combination he had on offense. Running back Josh Jacobs and receiver Davante Adams are among the best running back receiver combinations in the NFL. McDaniels seemed to forget all about that though, and that would ultimately cost him his job. Antonio Pierce remembered it though, so when he was promoted from linebacker coach to interim head coach, he went with it and beat a tough New York Jets defense. Starting off, it was tough sledding for running back Josh Jacobs in the running game. He was running into crowded boxes. It's pretty hard to run the ball when the defense has one more than you can block in the box. But Pierce was committed to the running game, so he stayed with it. And obviously Jacob stayed with it too. He ran hard, fighting tooth and nail for every yard he can get. So the Raiders got Adams going early. Here he comes in motion. There's a little screen to get him started. And here's an out. Just a little something to get the ball in his hands. Then when the Raiders saw the Jets were focused on stopping Jacobs, they ran play action and hit Adams right behind the linebackers. That was a gain of 42 there, so consider Adams established. And in the interest of moving the ball, they kept going with them. Quarterback Aiden O'Connell threads the needle to him here. Here O'Connell goes to Adams one time too many. He didn't notice the safety squatting on that route. But the Raiders made sure Adams was still a threat. They took shots with him. He has a step on him there, but the connection was not made. Those shots are still effective though, because it scares the defense into taking the safety out of the box, thus opening up the run game. And here's another shot, and they can't quite connect. I'm not going to complain about this throw though. Let's take a look from the other view. O'Connell sees the safety going over, so he throws the ball to where Adams is going to catch it or no one's going to catch it. Those shots made the Jets lighten those boxes, and the Raiders took advantage of that. You gotta love when the Raiders get Jacobs going. Get off me. That's a gain of 40. Jacobs took over the game in the second half. Oh man, almost on that one. Then Jacobs did this to the defense when he had them worn down. That's a backbreaker right there because it signifies physical dominance and fires the team up. But here, at the conclusion of a good run, he makes a mistake and puts one on the ground. Jacobs can't do that against good teams. But the defense held so Jacobs could eventually run the clock out. Okay, let's talk about O'Connell for a minute. He did make the mistake early throwing this interception. But that didn't rattle him, nor did the rush the Jets had coming at him. The Jets had 18 pressures, 3 quarterback hits, and 4 sacks. And no, this was not a fumble, it was an incomplete pass. It's pretty hard on a rookie when you have a rush like that. This is going to be an incomplete pass, but I like the pocket presence he shows here. He slides around the pocket. Of course, he's not much of a runner, but he will when he has to. Now watch him stand and deliver to Adams as he gets taken to the ground here. And watch this dime he throws on the run here. I'm sorry, I gotta show this here. The creativity on the part of offensive coordinator Bo Hardegree. The Jets really thought the tush push was coming. The Raiders made all kinds of magic with Adams and Jacobs last year. Jacobs led the league in rushing with over 1,600 yards, and Adams had over 1,500 yards receiving. But at the beginning of the season, McDaniels seemed to forget all that. So between that, the way Garoppolo was playing quarterback, and the Raiders starting off 3-5, McDaniels had to go. But Pierce remembered that, being the linebackers coach last year, so when he got promoted to interim head coach, he promoted Hardegree from quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator and had him cook up something that Adams and Jacobs can flourish in. And if they can keep that going, good things are ahead. Thank you for watching. See you next time.